Alright, hey everybody, welcome to Oxygen Not Included, and me talking about my trip to Ecuador. I'm back from Ecuador, and this game came out while I was away, so I wanted to play it. I've been waiting for this game to come out. I was waiting for this game to come out before my trip, and sadly it came out while I was away. But you choose different locations now, that's cool. Hey, good to see you, hi mate, welcome. Welcome to the stream. I actually got back yesterday, starting to talk about my trip. I got back yesterday, but I was so incredibly jet-lagged. Oh, is my microphone a bit... I think my microphone's coming in a bit hot. I'm gonna just back that off just a tiny bit. Okay, cool. It was showing me red zoning a bit, so I hope I wasn't blowing your eardrums out. That looks a little better. Sometimes Discord... I have an issue with Discord adjusting my volume, even though in the advanced microphone settings, I have it so that programs can't take exclusive control of my microphone, but then it does anyways, but then I want to use Discord because I want to talk to my friends, so I should have checked that before I started the stream. Did you know Dodo speaks Dutch? And good to see you, Ruben Santa. Yep. Oh, you came to hear me speak Spanish? Oh no, I hardly could speak any Spanish. That's the thing. I only learned things like, cuantos, like how much, and, hola, and, como estas, and, you know, things like that. Like, you know, buenos dias, buenas noches, or like, you know, the only very basic things. And so, yeah, I didn't do a lot of, like, casual conversations, just enough to get a cab and, you know, get around and things like that. But, ostensibly, but yeah, good to see you, Ruben Santa, on the Twitch side of things. Yeah, communication was actually a bit of an issue, but yeah, at least I tried while I was there. And, well, okay, starting off from the beginning... with my trip to Ecuador is that the airlines lost my luggage, which, well, what was supposed to be my carry-on, but the airplane didn't have enough carry-on space. So, I see. So these are like these are like easy places. These are more difficult places. And that's hell. Okay. Alright, it's difficulty. Alright. I want to go somewhere in like the middle, because that sounds kind of fun. Or maybe should I start off stable and no unusual? No, we want unusual features. I want at least some unusual features. What's geodes? Okay. Frozen core, a regular oil. Geoactive. Oh, that sounds fun. Let's go to the place with, small boulders and geoactive. That's a moderate difficulty. Anyways. Abu the Dodo speaks Dutch? Yes, I did know that. Yeah. I believe his country of origin has come up once or twice. And yeah, I forgot to say hi to Steve H. and Maya Winkler. Good to see you all. So, I guess this is my seed. Alright. If you would like to try my seed, there it is. That's, oh, so damn immature. Anyways. So what I was saying is that the airline lost my dang luggage, and it was quite a sad thing because it was just my carry-on, so I just had like a backpack that like only had one change of clothes. So the airline was like willing to compensate me for that. What happened was, I should go over it in more detail. What happened was there was no room in the overhead baggage area. And so the stewardess decided to check my bag, my carry-on bag, as a checked bag, and it got lost because she didn't really put the proper information down on it, I guess, or I didn't, like, I don't know what happened. Like, she said she knew where I was going on it, and she would put a proper tag on it, but, like, she did it at the very last minute, so I don't know if she really, she said that, I told her that I'm going on the same airline, like I'm going to have a connecting flight, but it was like, my bags got lost. I'm going to too many details. My bags got lost, it sucked, the airline was willing to replace them, but, or replace anything that I bought, but, basically, yeah, I spent a lot of time, like, taking care of that. So, it's, this whole, I'm amazed by all of this. Like that, just the fun graphic whenever I click on it. And all the new traits, and I guess it's mostly the same, but... Alright, so, what do we want? We wanted, like, probably, like, a good digger, a good researcher. I remember that, like, one of the standard favorites is the person who breathes less oxygen. That was, what was it? The diver's lungs. I remember the diver's lungs was always highly valued. But, whatever. Let's just, digging, cooking, decorating, operating, digging, researching. I don't know. I don't care. Let's just go. The colony is, let's see. Burning garbage. Oh. Ecuador? Because I'm talking about my dang trip, and I'm just not feeling very original right now. I'm not feeling 100% right now. I'm really tired. Because, well, there was, like, a lot of trips. A lot of things. I went through, like... Okay, I had, like, a long bus ride before I went on the final part of my airline journey. At the end there. So, yeah, what happened was, I guess, yeah, like right at the end, I stayed in a hotel. I guess I'm gonna work my way backwards through the trip a little bit. But I just got in yesterday and spent most of the day in bed. Or I've been playing some Minecraft too, with a few other YouTubers. But the night before I left Ecuador, I didn't get any sleep, cause we had moved from a hotel, I mean the night I left Ecuador, I didn't get any sleep. Yeah, I know, I'm extremely jet-lagged. My storytelling is all over the place right now. There was a brown recluse spider in my bed the night before the night I left Ecuador. When I woke up, it was, like, coming right for me. And, like, I turned my head. When I turned my head, it had just crested the edge of my bed. And it's a really poisonous spider. And, because I had that incident happen the night before, like, my very last night in Ecuador, I just had trouble getting to sleep because I was paranoid about another brown recluse spider. Because, like, okay, for those of you who have certain levels of arachnophobia, like me, it just, I have trouble keeping it together with spiders, basically. I have to use a lot. Yeah, oh, I know. I apologize, I'm not going to be 100% on this one, but I hope to make this as entertaining as I can while I get these people killed. Anyways, yeah. So, I didn't get much sleep because the next night, every time there was like a brushing, like weird sensations, I was like, is that another brown recluse? I can't sleep. I tried to get good sleep, but yeah, yeah, I'm glad to be streaming again, you guys. But yeah, I do feel like I could be telling this story a little bit better in a better order. Also, is my microphone just a little bit too loud? I see myself cresting the red zone ever so slightly. Alright, I'll just adjust it down just a tiny bit. Alright, anyways. So, the brown recluse, let's talk about the brown recluse spider that was cresting the edge of my bed and walking straight towards me when I woke up the night before the night I left Ecuador. Well, they're bigger. They're bigger than the brown recluse. The South American brown recluse spider is bigger than the North American brown recluse spider. Because funny fact, I grew up in a house infested with brown recluse spiders, but the North American version. So, I mean, if anyone should be able to deal with these things, I guess it's me. But at the same time, like, I can hold it together with other spiders. But when I'm in a foreign country and I wasn't able to fully identify the spider as it was coming straight for me, but I did later identify it after I killed it. I felt bad about killing it though. It's like, you know, oh, I didn't really truly identify it, but it was scary and it was big and it was coming at me and I was in bed and it was like, you know, I just woke up and it was like one of the first things I see. And yeah, we got out my mother's smartphone because that was the only thing I was traveling with my mother the whole time because she's actually looking at buying property down in Ecuador in South America to potentially start a business down there because she works in I gotta build a lot of things. Yeah, I'm forgetting like everything. I'm focusing on storytelling. This is much to my detriment. Thank you. Yes, maybe toilets. We're gonna have urination problems. Just throw some toilets there and some cots here. We're gonna need the basics. I'm forgetting the total basics. But yeah, I killed the poor guy or girl. I killed it, and like, at first I just kind of brushed it aside, and then I smashed it with my covers, and then I got, like, new covers later. But, like, yeah, anyways. We properly identified it, and yeah, it was a South American version, and it's, like, twice as big as the North American version, and that makes it twice as scary. And there was something, whenever I saw it, because I know what a brown recluse looks like, and this one, the violin... The differences with the South American and North American version is that the violin shape isn't as pronounced on the South American on the brown recluse's South American cousin, but the abdomen was a little bigger. It just was a little bigger, and yeah, yeah, like, you know, it was kind of disgusting because, you know, it messed up the covers, but you know the room service was very good in the hotel, so it was cleaned. It was able to be cleaned quite easily. All the hotels were great in Ecuador. Well, except for the hotel I stayed in Motanita, but we'll get to that. I got bit up by mosquitoes like crazy. I went to the towns... Okay, let's talk about the places I went to. I went to Guayaquil. I came in... My airplane came in at the city of Guayaquil. Then we traveled to the city of Salinas, or the town of Salinas City, and then we went to Motanita, and then finally took a bus to Cuenca, which Cuenca was my favorite part of the trip because that was the city that was, oh, I forget, like, I remember at one point to the bus trip when we went to Cuenca, like, we actually were above the clouds, like 13, I think they said like 13,000 feet, I'll have to double check, but I think it was like 13,000 feet. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be really nice, Abu. I would totally play Kindergarten 2, because that game looks awesome. Alright, one bed, one bath. Okay, achievement unlocked. We got everyone a bed and a bath. That is an important first step. Okay, and, I should probably be doing the science. We can start doing the science. That would be a good idea. Instead of just building a tall ladder. Like, let's build a ladder up here while I talk about Ecuador. Well, why? Because, you know, ladders. I know that getting up and getting down is good. You gotta get down with your bad self. But, gotta get the creature comforts first. Okay, priorities. Prioritize that. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Ecuador was a lot of fun, but I am jet-lagged and tired as well. Very. So I'm not gonna be 100% on this one. But that's okay. You guys are willing to accept that. So, anyways, I got to see parrots, and I got to talk to parrots, and I even did, like, the whistle from Abe's Odyssey, which is, like... Well, okay, the parrots... I'm suddenly jumping to the parrots. I'm jumping from spiders to parrots, people. So, the parrots were really cool. There was, like, this bird sanctuary, and there was, like, the scarlet macaw... Was it scarlet and... Was it the red and blue macaw, basically? Scarlet and... something, I don't know, like, different types of parrots and other birds. And I also saw, like, shrunken heads, like, real shrunken heads in the Salvador Dali Museum, and oh, I forgot, I got a Panama hat. I should grab that from the Ecuadorian Panama Hat Museum. What were let's just talk about the highlights of the trip, yeah. Because that was cool. And some Mayan ruins. At the Mayan ruins, I have a ton of... Well, okay, since I lost my luggage, or the airline lost my luggage, more precisely, I didn't have a camera during the trip. But my mother has a really good iPhone, and she took a ton of pictures of me and for me. And I often borrowed her phone to take more pictures, but she's gonna email me all those pictures so I can show you pictures of everything that happened. But for now, you're just gonna have to take my word for it. What are we eating? Oh, right, things that we collected off the ground that we mined, like muckroot. All right, that's fine. We probably should, I guess, get a microbe musher, although we don't need it that quickly. We'll have it. All right, I built wires. Okay, you keep doing your thing, guys. Yeah. Yeah, the airlines should be sending my luggage back to me, and I did have traveler's insurance, too, so... I'll probably be having to make a claim on that, or I'll have to work on making a claim on that very soon. Although I think the traveler's insurance is, like, a secondary thing, so that, like, the airline has, like, 30 days before I get my money from the insurance. I'm not sure. Again, I'll have to look into it. But, in any case... Yeah, I'll be getting that stuff back, but it did really stink to have to buy everything again, like clothes. Although I did get some nice clothes when I was in Ecuador, but like because my mother wanted to travel so much, and we thought I was gonna get they kept reassuring me I was gonna get my bags back every night, and I ended up like going to sleep with my contacts in and not having saline solution for like the first night or so, and like I'm wearing a set of daily wear. I wear contacts, and it's a set of daily wear contacts. And yeah, I basically kept that same pair in the whole trip. But at least I got like saline solution and all that junk, because I have glasses. I had my glasses in my luggage, and they lost my glasses and all my contacts. I should have kept some of it in my backpack, but I didn't. And yeah, it was supposed to be my carry-on, but they checked it anyways and they lost it. So that's that's the thing. The flight I was on just didn't have enough carry-on space. Okay, so this is a new tech tree. I forget what is probably the smartest thing to research first, but I think like food or power. Power. Start with power and then do like food. Yeah, there we go. The weather was generally it was really good. Yeah, we went. It's winter because it's summer here. It's winter there in the southern hemisphere, and Ecuador is really hot usually, so. Yeah, it was actually really pleasant most of the trip, and only a little bit of the time was it, like, ever raining or anything, so... Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I wish that I would have been able to spend more time at the beach. Or actually, we went to the beach areas, but I didn't get to do any swimming. But, that's because, well, we were busy looking at properties, and just seeing, like... seeing the sights and museums, and, well, I had to do some extra shopping, too, so... Anyways, yeah, Cuenca was my favorite part. Like, there was a part where we took a bus up and up and up a mountain, and we were actually between the clouds. Like, there was clouds below us and clouds above us, and we were going up a mountain. And, it's like we were going up the mountainside, and... it was actually kind of intense, like, if there was, like, guardrails and stuff, but it was like, if the bus driver just takes a wrong turn, we would go, like, sailing down a mountain. That's true, B. Vargas. We certainly would be able to game with low ping. Yeah. Well, like I said, my mother is potentially planning to buy a property down there, and she would always invite me to stay with her if she had a thriving business down there. Which she's thinking, she does, like, Eastern medicine. She's learned how to do, like, acupressure, and, she wants to, like, set up, like, a little spa, basically, down there, or bed and breakfast, or something of that nature. But, yeah, and she's actually saved up enough money to do so. And as I felt it was a good thing for me to do. Yeah, this game's kind of trending right now, Shadow Walker, I guess. Just because it finally launched. Like, I've been following this game for a long time. Oh, you can get, like, a colony summary. Okay. Okay, that just tells me what achievos I've gotten. It's not going to tell me, like, you probably should do... I can give you a graph to tell you your calories, like how much extra food you've got and stuff. Okay. That screen will be useful, I guess. Oh, alright, I should research the thing that lets you give people jobs. That's important. What's that thing? Well, where was that? There was like a jobs board. I forgot. That wasn't part of this game before, but it is now, and it's important. Or do you always start with a jobs board now? It's food technology. Well, I guess I'll worry about that once we're done researching this. Where was the jobs board? I thought it was like a level 1 technology. Or is that no longer a thing now? Huh. Well, there's certainly a lot of new stuff. Oh, I guess I'm not going to worry about it. Jobs? My people have no jobs. Alright, that makes... That's fine. So... I forget what I was saying about my trip. Probably should get, like, a power storage so my person isn't just running forever on a treadmill. Although Bubbles is getting, like, a lot more exercise doing that, one might say, for getting a lot of training experience, or operating experience. Yeah, let's make that happen. Now, I think, like, I was digging up towards space, but actually, I think digging down might be more important than digging up, because that's where you get, like, plastics and stuff, and oil. So actually, yeah, let's go down instead. At least I've got some sort of general directive. So, yeah. I'm actually feeling kind of... This morning I went for a run. I woke up really early, I went for a run, and I was actually feeling kind of good because I had, like... I actually had, like... What was it? Elevation sickness going up on the mountain when I was going into Cuenca. But that's because you have low oxygen. Yeah. I woke up pretty early, but then I like, fell right back asleep. And, yeah, like, I feel like... Well, yeah, I just feel kind of jet-lagged. Exactly. I don't know, my sleep pattern's just all thrown off, because I had a flight that... I slept... Okay, so I was paranoid... The reason I'm so tired is because the night before I left, I was paranoid about spiders. Nope, I didn't shave my beard at all. It's all the same. Although I did get a weird comment... Well, not a weird comment. I got a comment on that murder... The Murder Express, which was an old video. Like, where's your beard? But that's because... Well, that was an old stockpiled video from the pre-beard days. And, the music in that video was copyright claimed, but then it, like, it got sorted out. Like, I had to try to, like, remove the music a bit, but I did. I did a little bit of extra editing on it, removed the music for the most part, and yeah, it was what it was. You know, it wasn't like my best video, but it wasn't my worst video, and the game was kind of fun. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the content I provided while I was gone. It just was like things that I grabbed out of my archives that I just had failed to post for one reason or another. If I was, like, too lazy to edit it, or I didn't have... Well, one of them I didn't have the corresponding webcam footage, but just some things to keep you guys entertained while I was gone, I guess, that were better than nothing. But yeah, going up the mountain was just it's so cool. And, like, the shots of just being above the clouds was really, really fun. It reminds you of, like, if you build a really tall tower in Minecraft, and then at a certain point you're above the clouds, except for that there are multiple layers of clouds, so you're below some clouds, above other clouds, and you're seeing mountains. It's really beautiful. And yeah, it was really fun seeing the parrots, and the llamas, and even the brown recluse spider was exciting, I gotta say. It was a cheap thrill, but scared me so bad that, like, or made me so paranoid. It had me traumatized, like, that I couldn't sleep the next night. And yeah, then my flight left at, like, what was it? My flight left at 11, and I had to stay up all night. Sadly, we did not get to try the roast guinea pig. We were told a good place to get some, but we ended up not having... Yeah, it is. My mother wanted to try it. She was like, we gotta try the roast guinea pig. I'm like, okay, I'll try it. But, yeah, there was a person that recommended, like, a really good... Like, there was, what was it? I think it was there was a restaurant owner that told us of a place that was really good that we should go to if we get it, but we didn't happen to go by that area. And, like, they say it's often, like, found... if it was being sold by any of the street vendors that I passed by, I didn't identify it properly. But, yeah, it does seem kind of... I would feel kind of bad for the guinea pigs, like, or I do, because they're so nice. Like, that'd be like eating roast... It kind of feels like eating roast cat. It's like, what the heck, you know? That's not a thing you eat, but, like, that'd be much more horrible. But, you know, I guess when in Rome... Like I said, I was gonna be willing to try it, but... Wait, what kind of... I should be paying attention more to the people I'm hiring. My mind's other places. I couldn't... Like, they do that in, like... I know they actually will eat roast cat, or eat cat in certain places. Like, good lord. That's, I think, like... Well, like, the Australian Aborigines do that, I know that. But there was, like, other places that do that as well. Although, I guess, in a sense, you could make a stronger argument for Australia because they're actually, like... foreign invaders that are actually, like, disrupting the ecosystem, and they're feral cats. But still, wow, why did I get on that topic? Alright, yeah, great. Great, feel good topics. So, yeah, I didn't get a chance. Oh, well, I'm glad they are. Because, like... Yeah. I wouldn't want to, I could never eat a cat. Let's put it that way. I would never. Wait, so what's this saying? Skill points available. Okay. So I can just... Yeah, I forgot how the whole system, this game system works. So, let's see, you're good at construction. So, yeah, I'll just give you more of that. There you go. And I need to, like, assign thingies, priorities. We need to get our priorities straight. So, you can both dig. And you don't do digging, and I just assigned a skill point to digging. I can't unteach that, can I? Or no. I did construction. What am I thinking? Yeah, you wouldn't let me put points into... What am I... yeah. God, I'm tired. I guess. Alright, so back to priorities, skills. If you've been clicking the wrong buttons, good lord. Yeah, maybe I should be back in bed. I do feel like... I still feel like off, but I'm awake for now. I'm awake for now, so I'm playing. I do have one souvenir. I have this tiny... I didn't have a lot of room for souvenirs, because, like, I only had one carry-on, and they lost it, so I wasn't going to buy another bag while I was there. But, I got a tiny basket. There was, like, tons of these really cool patterned woven baskets, and, like, I don't know, it's like I can put... The only really souvenirs... Oh, I got, like, a cool hoodie. And, some other nice clothes, actually, is what I mostly got when I was there. But yeah, most of my bags were filled with clothes. And the only souvenirs I really wanted to buy were, like, there was actually a lot of places that sold like little Mario or Dragon Ball Z like little like figurines. But whenever I like picked them up and looked at them, it's like I always inevitably found like a made in China like sticker. So it's like, well, I could buy this here, but it's like I probably could get it online for cheaper. And if I really wanted like a little toy Vegeta, it's like I almost want a little Vegeta. That's what I was most tempted to buy, a Vegeta. from it's like I loved how much the people of Ecuador liked various video game references and things like that. Like at one point I found a mural with Spock like Spock from Star Trek on a skateboard, like with blonde-haired Spock on a skateboard. The skateboard Spock like doing this and like pulling like a sick trick, and he looked so happy with himself. Like, yeah, I don't know. Like, I did enjoy the Ecuadorians in like fascination with popular culture. We like a lot of the same things. And like there was another mural or little yeah, there's another mural with a Mario that just looked really like intensely angry. So like there was an angry Mario and a blonde skateboarding Spock. Yep. The logical choice would be to pull a really sick trick, like an amazing ollie or an incredible headstand. You do like one of those, what do they call them, like the hand plant things. I'm forgetting the trick names. You pull some really amazing, awesome, totally awesome tricks. That would be completely logical. Okay, so I'm gonna want like RoboMiner. That sounds fun. I'm gonna want the plastic industry, right? So yeah, we'll just research the things that get us to the plastic industry. I should get myself some proper food sources around here. So I guess I'll slap some farm tiles. I don't want to, like, put it too close to my people's living quarters, because farm tiles are kind of ugly. I guess I'll put it up here, maybe? Sure. And I'll leave some space between the farm tiles so that I can, like, I don't know, maybe improve the decoration, because I still want to keep my farmers happy. Okay, well that... I'll leave those two tiles open, I guess. Or no, let's rearrange those. Alright, so like 2 tiles space, 2 tiles space. Okay. Something like that. Dig that out. Start planting things. That'd be good. So we'd be able to eat. And good to see you, Max Wall, all the way. Yeah, welcome back. Yes, I am back. Or good to... welcome back to me. Yes, thank you. I am back. It is good to be back, I should say to you. I am very jet-lagged. And very tired. But I am with us. I am with you again. I do worry, like... I actually worry I might be coming down with something. I am feeling like... It's like that little bit of off. I think it's just jet lag. But it's like that little bit of offness that, like, when you're traveling, there is a lot of opportunities to catch something. But at least I didn't catch anything on the trip. I didn't, like, have any Montezuma's revenge or anything like that. Montezuma was cool with me, and I was cool with him. Yeah, I should take a multivitamin. I will do that. That's actually a good idea. Thanks for the advice. Montezuma and I... We seem to have gotten along. There were other people on my trip that didn't fare so well, but Montezuma was cool with me, at least. Because apparently it's him directly. Yeah. Well, I think I would be... Hopefully I'd be a friendly zombie. Like, that's one of those weird things. I saw, like, a Ghostbusters, like, somebody wearing a Ghostbusters t-shirt with, like, Casper the Friendly Ghost. There's, like, no Casper the Friendly Ghost, but it made me think, like, okay, so there's a friendly ghost can be friendly, but there's never a friendly zombie. Zombies always... They always gotta be eating brains. Oh, but, like, the One Piece guy can have a friendly skeleton. And skeletons make far less sense than, like, a zombie. But no, zombies... They're always rotten. They're as rotten on the inside as they are on the outside. Can't have a conversation with them. All they say is brains. Potted plants require... No, I don't know. I am very far behind in this game, Max Wall the way. I saw that you were playing it, though. So, yeah. You, I'm sure, have become a wise wizard in the ways of oxygen not included. So, yeah, I can't plant wheezeworts in potted plants, and they require fertilization. I didn't know that they didn't before, so... That's news to me. Alright, it's gonna be difficult to dig down through this water, I realize, so maybe I should just do the smart thing and put the ladder somewhere where the water is not. Like over there, and, well, we'll be getting into the slime territory there, so we'll have to... We'll take it down there, and that'll be fine. But, yeah, getting back to... Like, I didn't sleep very much the night before I left, and then I slept, or I tried to sleep on the airplane, but I flew all night, and I got here on the 8th at, like, 11 in the morning, and I basically slept all day yesterday, and then played, like, a little, and then slept or played Minecraft a bit when I was awake, like, very lazily with... B307 and Sarcastic Links and some other YouTubers, which is always fun. But, like, I recorded the proceedings, but I didn't really have it in me to put together a stream. But yeah, I'm feeling much better now than I did then, at least. But it's like I still feel off. I'm definitely not 100%, as you can see. My sleep pattern is just completely off. Burns lumber? There's lumber now? Which you can burn? Huh. Which produces carbon dioxide. Well, that's cool. Yeah, I like all that they've added. They've clearly added a lot. I guess I want to get over to that thing, too. It's gonna let loose some chlorine, but... Turns out your people are really good at holding their breaths. You know, deadly chlorine, just hold your breath. Whatever, it's fine. Let's... Alright, we're gonna have to get... Do I have skill points to spend? Not yet, okay. We're gonna have to get a better digger to do that. Okay, so we're getting food. There's probably a lot I should be doing. Like, making rooms. I should make rooms. That's what I should do. I really should make, like, proper rooms. That's, like, you don't just throw down a bunch of cots. That's right. Well, I mean, I can. But it improves people's morale. What did we need? Like, I don't know, something like that. I'm not gonna, like, get too exact with people's room sizes. I remember there was, like, a certain number of tiles room size requirement, right? What was it? I don't know, barracks. 12 tiles. So wait, what did I just make that? Like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 12, 16, and, like, 20, 22. Wait, what was the number? Yeah, that's fine, whatever. Okay, good. Math. Dude, I'm so bad at math, and I'm trying to do it when I'm tired. Or just counting. Simple just multiply. Multiply, Tiegon. Be fruitful. So yeah, that's beyond minimum requirements, basically. If I just need 12 tiles. Hey, Alphabetical Hippo. Some asteroids have lumber as an additional source instead of coal. I remember so if I want to build like this, Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, that's the minimum. That's the minimum requirements for a barracks. And I'll make it look a bit nicer for them, too. Alright, so we have skill points available. I want... You're good at digging? Yeah, you're definitely getting the mining skills. Okay, cool. You can help us dig through these harder materials up here, and we can get access to this thing and bathe ourselves in chlorine. Alright. We actually have beds for everyone tonight. That's kind of important. But yeah, let's start making proper rooms, a proper mess hall, proper that kind of stuff. Some oxygen issues where we're sleeping. That's not entirely good. Oh yeah, don't let Hassan flood the base this time. Yeah, that's right. Oh, and I guess I should, like, name my people after you guys, if you want to be people. So, I guess, do you want to be... Well, I'm just gonna... Well, tell me who you want to be. Do you want to be like Nicola, or... one of the three ladies, Ellie, Catalina, or Bubbles? Or we can come up with new names for them, too. Alright, well, yeah, we'll make this one Maxwell all the way. Maxwell all the way. There you are. You have become that character. And I hope you don't die terribly. Alright, so we'll do a similar thing I just did there, here. Make my people happy. Okay, right. People can get themselves into situations when digging. Are you going to be able to get yourself out of that situation? Because I'm a little bit concerned that you can't. Maybe you shouldn't be focusing on that job. No, I just made the situation worse. Okay. Alright. Warning. Mission critical build. Condition yellow. Yellow alerts. You have dug yourself into... Can you dig your way out that way? Just... Okay. Guys. Hello. Please save character who is idiotic. Like, you should think about where you're digging, though. Like, or if I dug down... Okay, well... should I focus on building a platform or to digging your way out? Because you could just, like, drop. Maybe digging is a faster option. Because you can just dig yourself out of this situation, maybe. Just do it. We'll do both options. Okay, well, no. Okay. Alright, but I'm gonna need you to jump off the edge, or... Okay, yeah, you're down there. Okay, now dig down. Okay, no, you climbed back up when you dug down. That's not good! Alright, Alright. What? What am I supposed... Okay. Are you gonna... Okay, Nick... Yeah, Maxwell's way is gonna save the day. Save her! Okay, climb up. Climb the heck out! Yes! Maxwell saves the day. Alright. Good. Yay. Alright, yellow alert is off. Yeah. Yeah. That... I certainly could have done that. Like, mining underneath them, probably... I could have done that better, but that's okay. We got out of it. Should have had a better efforts to undermine things a bit. I guess we should do some composties down here. Like, I think it used to be that, like, it was bad to dislodge oxalate because you could lose some of it or something, but I think they've revised that now, right? Well, anyways, I'll just put composters like that. Although I probably don't need that many. I guess we will eventually. We're gonna get whatever's in here, which these places are usually kind of nice. Well, anyways, going back to the highlights of my trip. Well, one of the fun moments was with the parrots, where I taught them the whistle from Abe's Odyssey, which kind of goes like whenever you recruit your friends, it's that whistle. It goes, and then or well, I'm not like I need to wet my whistle, but it's like you whistle like that, and it's kind of like shaving a haircut 2 bits, where the response whistle is. And like whenever Abe would do that, his friends who were working on this construction line would suddenly just like snap to attention and actually like help you. Well, they would either help you like complete objectives, or you would like rescue them from this factory that was actually going to eat. They were going to turn them into food. It was like a Soylent Green situation where you were working in like some sort of food factory of like these meals, various snacks and like meals that were like I don't know, like instant meals or things like that. Let's get a good farmer, I guess. Sure. You got 2 things that are positive and 1 negative. It's Hassan again. All right. But anyways, yeah, I would start to do the first part and then the second part. And then I would just do the first part, and then they would do the response whistle, which is like, that's perfect. Like, it's kind of like there are some musical things that are like shave and a haircut. Shave and a haircut. 2 bits, you know, the, like, knock, 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 knock. And it's like, if you do that a few times, and then you leave off the second part, it's like one of those things where it's like, you want to complete it. And like, I don't know, it was like kind of fun to me, because whenever the people in Abe's Odyssey did the response whistle, it was like, it's time to start the revolution. Basically, it was what that kind of thing was. Like, you were these downtrodden workers, and then suddenly they would just, like, just help you defeat these your evil overlords and overthrow this factory and escape to a life of freedom. And it kind of all starts with that little whistle. Like, you were all just working, and like there's guys with guns that would like shoot you if they like got out of line at the wrong times or things like that, but you just like pick a time and rescue them. And yeah, I don't know, it was kind of fun. It was like one of my favorite moments in Abe's Odyssey was that, like, being able to just like walk up to these like workers who were just like doing their own thing, and like having this, like, that they were that well organized and planned that they had this whistle that you do to like get yourself out of that situation. Cannot learn because missing prerequisite skill. Oh, you don't. Oh, someone else had that. Yeah, I thought she had that, but no, that crown doesn't. That meant that there's another one that has it. Okay, so you get improved farming, you get digging. All right, cool. So that was like kind of fun to me, and like you could speak to the parrots as well, and they would try to, like, they might try to repeat what you say, but mostly the parrots like had learned a lot of words. Oh, you can actually, well, this thing's actually doing something? It's actually like disinfecting them or something? Oh. Or what were they doing there? They were, huh. The printing pod does more beneficial things than it used to. Okay, so, and I've got, like, imperatives. Survive 200 cycles, maintain 16 morale, print 12 duplicates, build a great monument, and breach the temporal tear. Go to the furthest star map destination. Alright. I am on these missions. Oh, that's them learning the skills. Okay, I thought it was green, so I thought I had to do with disinfection. Oh, so is there no longer a jobs board? Okay. Yeah, there's the green parrot, and like, actually, I think it might have been the macaw that was actually the most talkative. What are you doing, Bubbles? You're idle? Is there no, there should be jobs for you. Are you, like, stuck? No, I guess we did do everything I set out to do. Okay, never mind. My people are idle. Okay, yeah, we got Devin's blog, though. You read Devin's blog? Devin's written a new post for the toast of the town. I found out that Devin's one of those people who takes pictures of their food and uploads it to some boring blog. Okay. The food was great while I was there. But yeah, mostly the parrots would, like, mumble things in Spanish or say hola. Whenever I would say, I would say hola, and they would say hola back. So, mostly the parrots did know Spanish. Which makes sense. But the whistling thing, they picked up right away, which I found to be really fun. Really entertaining for me. Like, I guess just because, like, from, like, a musical standpoint, like, it feels like there's a similarity between us and them. With, well, like, well, songbirds and things like that. That there is kind of, I suppose music could be an alternative form of communication, one might say. To a certain extent. So that was fun. And the llamas were cool. I didn't interact with llamas very much, but I got to pet one. Didn't spit on me, so can't complain. What else? The Mayan ruins were really cool. There was, well, I learned a lot about, like, Mayan culture. Like, that there was another people in the particular area in the ruins I went to. Shoot, I'm forgetting the name of the people. But there was another people. The Incans worshiped the sun, but there was another people in the area who worshiped the moon. And they actually had some, like, conflicts and things before eventually being united. And I thought that was interesting, because I always knew that the Incans were sun worshippers, but that there was also, like, people that kind of were, like, the polar opposite of that. And no wonder they got into little fights about it, because, you know, and they're like, hey, the sun is better. No, the moon is better. No, the sun is better. You know, can't we worship both? Okay, I guess. It's like a conflict. Ancient conflicts summarized by Tiegon Berry. The sun is better. The moon is better. Okay, fine. Let's get along. We can worship both of them. Is kind of how it went, but with a lot more bloodshed. Imagine that conversation, but with bloodshed. There we go. Oh. So yeah, I'm gonna need a supercomputer. That's why I can't do no researching. But I should research some decorations so my people aren't living in squalor and sadness. I'll take care of that in a moment. We need somebody with the talent to cook, so that we can cook the things in the grill I just made. I suppose they're only showing things we have ingredients for? Not really. Well, just, if we can make something, make it, guys. And I guess for now, turn that building off so it doesn't take power. Alright, we got no wash basins. I'm gonna need some sort of oxygen, so let's build an oxygen diffuser. I'm gonna say put it near the food, because that's, like, the smart place to put. That's, like, one of the most important places to have oxygen, is where you're making the food. Actually, let's put it a little closer. Let's put it, like, in the middle of the field. And we'll send a wire over to it. There we go. Because my people need oxygen, but my food needs oxygen way more badly. Okay, so this... What are we missing? Oh, I didn't make it big enough? I gotta carve out the ceiling. Okay. Carve out the ceiling a bit, and then this will be a proper mess hall. So anyways, oh, that's a lot of sand. Okay. Well, I didn't think about that. Definitely extended the ceiling quite a bit. But at the Incan ruins, right outside of Cuenca, there was also like there was a rock that looked like there was a turtle rock, which was we took a few pictures of that, or like a face in the side of a mountain that it kind of looks like I think it was like a natural formation, but it kind of looked like a face, which was kind of neat. And yeah, the ruins were really neat as well, of course. Okay, Hassan's taking the comfy bed. That's fine. Oh, we should inspect this locker. And also rummage through it. Time Arrow's thoughts. I've been unable to shake the notion of the bow. The thought of its mechanics are too intriguing. And I can only dream of the mark such a device would make upon the world. Imagine a source of inexhaustible energy. So many of humanity's problems could be solved with one invention. Domestic energy, environmental pollution. The fuel wars. The fuel wars! I have to pursue the stream, no matter what. The bow? The time bow and the time arrow? Okay. Sounds pretty cool. Or... okay, we have a lot of idle hands. Guys. I'm wasting your efforts. My things have not been optimal. I have in the previous version, yes, where there's like the regolith and stuff. I got to the surface of the asteroid and I was trying to build a rocket, but I've never successfully built a rocket. I've at least gotten out there though, but yeah, takes a lot of effort. Okay, so there's gonna be slime down here, which it could give us slime lung. But I want to make it to the... Actually, maybe I should dig down here. I don't have to deal with as much. Maybe we should avoid the slime. No, whatever. Just build a ladder down. I don't care. We want to get a good plastics industry going, though. That's like one of my objectives. So let's get down there and make that happen, because I'm gonna need that for further research. Also, where's the supercomputer? I guess that's with the... I forget which research it was with before, but... Is that the power section? Liquids, medicine, colony development. This is part of colony development. Supercomputer. Probably should switch tracks to that. And the skill scrubber. Okay, yeah. That's going to be very important very soon. Let's get on that. They're divided up into sections. Things are very different now. Alright, we got an extra mealwood seed. Let's keep planting that. We're building a ladder down to hell. There is a chlorine gas vent here. Maybe I shouldn't have done as difficult of a stage as I have done, considering how rusty I am right now. But yeah, let's get our guys working on, like, digging and expanding. And gathering more resources. Just, we should never have idle hands. That's not good. So it's just dig. Just dig. Dig places. Dig all over the place. Get that algae. Get this. Get that. Dig this. You can dig it. Dig over here so you have more resources to dig that ladder. Dig that, because it's metal. Just don't sit there. For God's sakes, don't get yourself stuck. Dig that. How did you... How? Yeah. Give yourself an applause for how stupid you were. They haven't fully figured out how to not dig places. I mean, I guess it's my fault for giving them improper dig orders, but still, like... Come on, you guys. So I guess, talking about things I learned about the culture down there, there was also... Well, should I start with... Well, we'll talk about, like, ancient history first, because it interested me the most. But I went to the Shrunken Heads Museum, and seeing actual shrunken heads is kind of creepy. As you might imagine. As they were real ones, like, behind glass. But I learned that they only made shrunken heads... The ancient Ecuadorian people only made shrunken heads out of, like, warriors. They never made shrunken heads out of women or children or foreigners. And I learned that they made the taking of life was, like, very, very ritualized, and you had to, like, there was, like, a lot of discussion involved before you could actually, like, kill anyone or form a war party. And there was, like, special jewelry involved in it as well. Like, I think there was, like, a special, like, thing you had to wear before you could kill somebody or something like that. In any case, and also, like, the various gods that they worshipped. And they actually shrunk a lot of sloth heads, too. Like, typically, you could use, like, a sloth's head to replace rituals that involved, like, a shrunken head. You could just use a sloth head, and that would be fine. Or, like, they would make a shrunken sloth head before they made, like, a shrunken head of a person or things like that. They were mean to sloths. I know that. I could say they were not necessarily nice to sloths. But maybe that's their fault for being so easy to catch. Hey, good to see you, Killer Cow Hunter. This is Oxygen Not Included. It is a game where you make a colony in space and generate your own oxygen. Because if you don't, you will asphyxiate. This is my current source of oxygen, this oxygen diffuser, and these oxlights. These oxlight things are making oxygen for me, but they'll run out eventually. In any case, yeah, getting back to the whole Ecuador trip thing with the Shrunken Head Museum. Going back to that topic. What else? The native Ecuadorian people thought water was very sacred to them. And they believed that their religion involved, like, the god of water being responsible for all life. And also the idea of, like, witch doctors. Like, a witch doctor, like, protected you. The witch doctor was a shaman, or there's shaman and witch doctors, and they would, like, protect you from evil magic that, like, they believed that sorcerers were out there, and sorcerers were, like, people who, like, did evil magic. There were people who would get, like, put bad juju on you, like, cast evil spells, and you needed a witch doctor or a shaman to protect you from that kind of nonsense. And also just to generally just give advice and just be a wise guy. He's a wise guy about this place, you know what I'm saying? Right, choose a blueprint, that's what, I'm forgetting the wrong button. Oh, I could get an omelet care package. This guy's got diver's lungs, that's not bad. This guy's got 2 good things and 2 bad things, but I don't like biohazardous at all, because I'm not good about keeping my colony healthy. I'm just gonna take the omelet. I'm just gonna take the omelet. I'll take the omelet, that sounds delicious. We'll print more people later. I'm not sure if I'm ready to take care of that many people just yet. It'll make things a lot easier. So, okay, we got a proper mess hall now. We got 2 proper barracks. I'm gonna deconstruct one of these and turn this into, like, a proper barracks, hopefully. Will that be enough space? Yeah. Okay, do that. What else should I be doing? Have we... Maxwell's doing the research. We need to get rid of this soggy foot situation here. Maybe we can just dig that out. Because that's making my people unhappy. And then we'll, like, remake a floor. Yeah, just dig that out. Dig all that out. And then we'll make our own floors. There you go. No, Killer Cow Hunter. There are 2 sides of the stream. There's a YouTube side and a Twitch side. And even so, there's a video on demand, so... Yeah. And I'm also streaming on Steam. I talk to myself in my own dang time. No. Well, anyways. Yeah, there was... I have... What else was I talking about? Well, the religion of the native Ecuadorian peoples. That part was kind of interesting. The Salvador Dali Museum was really cool. Seeing all his paintings. Because they're really... Some of his paintings are really weird. Well, all of his paintings are really weird. So that was entertaining to see the original works. Like, a guy who's got like a goat head coming out of his crotch. Or just like a lot of weird, like, paintings where people's genitals have been replaced with other weirder objects. Or... Why am I focusing on that? But just a lot of weird stuff. Or just, like, things distorted into other things. Salvador Dali was pretty crazy. I liked him. I liked his works. I don't know why that one... Why are we mentioning that one first? Because I guess that's one that kind of stood out in my mind. What an inappropriate place to have a goat. The goat's neck coming out. Or maybe it worked out just fine for that guy. He lived a wonderful life. Probably should get a massage room. That'd be a good idea. Yeah, making more rooms. That's where I was at. Gotta properly design my place. Alright, and then the massage room was... How'd that work? Massage clinic. Just need to be 12 tiles. Yeah, I just needed one massage table. I could do 2, but that's gonna waste more power. So let's do the 1. Let's just go for minimums right now. And then it's like, it needs to be like 1, 2, 3, like something like that. Yeah. Put another door on that. And cancel these. Put a door on that. There we go. Alright, so I've definitely given my people enough work for now. It is getting fantastically hot in here, so I'm gonna turn on my fan. One moment. Alright, that's better. Hopefully it should be getting a little bit cooler in here. Yeah, that's more like it. I should have had that thing on from the beginning. Yeah, it was actually a bit cooler in Ecuador than it is here right now. Just because I was traveling there in the winter, during their winter. Alright, so we're doing okay for food. Got a massage clinic. We got 3 proper rooms for 5 people. So let's keep making proper bedrooms. We've researched the supercomputer, so let's install that post-haste. I'm going to want to put that near the water source, so let's slap that down here. Alright. Yeah, no more time to build barracks for now. So yeah, like 4 tiles across, like 1, 2, 3, 4, door. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, door. Okay, so we'll do it like that. Now that there. Put into ceilings. Anyways, I'm going to have pictures of everything that I talked about for my trip. I'll probably be doing like another stream about this. Or at least share all the pictures on my Discord. So that you can see everything that I'm talking about. So, I guess, going back to right from the beginning of the trip. I arrived in Guayaquil. Guayaquil Airport. And we toured the city a little bit. Walked around, explored some. Really lively city. Although, Guayaquil is actually kind of... We arrived at night, and we got a hotel. Guayaquil is actually kind of scary at night. And there does seem to be a crime issue there. Although we never actually had any issues of anyone actually robbing us. But, like, there was a lot of police officers during the day, and the streets are, like, dead silent at night. And it just was, like... If there was ever a place that I was actually worried about my safety, it was at night in Guayaquil. We'll just put it that way. But, yeah, It's good to have your money and things in a secure place rather than just, like, hanging loosely off you, that's for sure. Just don't... Mainly, the idea is you don't give people opportunities. As long as you're not stupid, you're not going to get robbed, because you're not going to look like a really easy target. So, just don't look like an easy target and you'll be fine. But it was... anyways. But during the day, it was really lively. We went to Simon Bolivar Park, which Simon Bolivar is a revolutionary hero, who, well, yeah, he gave freedom. He led a revolution and liberated most of South America. So quite a venerated historical figure in South America generally, Simon Bolivar. You'll see a lot of statues and streets named after him. Statues of him and streets named after him. Why are you idle, Hassan? I guess because there's no plants to work on, and you don't... I need more digging orders. Okay. My people are idle. I should be doing something with my people. I guess just keep frickin' digging. More digging, more resources. More resources, more good. More space for more oxygen. Just dig, for God's sakes. And then also, maybe we should do a few algae terrariums. Algae takes water. Oxygen diffuser takes power. Algae terrarium takes less algae, but puts out... The algae terrarium has a better algae to oxygen ratio, but it also takes water. Okay. Yeah, we should do some algae terrariums. And then if we get lights on them, we can get further efficiency. But we're going to have to use some water. We got a lot of water, so that seems like it would be a fair decision. Okay, yeah. And then we can get more oxygen. Oxygen's important and oxygen included, so we'll just... I don't know, do something like that. Do like sexism. That's fine. Do that and that. That there. And then maybe, like, put some lights above it. Do some ceiling lights. Although I forget, like, the ceiling lights had a cone. We'll just dig the area out, and then we'll be able to see the lights area of effect. Alright. Now people can not be idle, because that's definitely a huge waste. Who's starving? Why are you starving? There's perfectly good unrefrigerated omelets sitting right there. Right, refrigeration would be nice. If we could dig into an area that has, like, cold, we could have natural refrigeration, so that would be good. I think usually cold areas are on the edges, so... We'll have to go through some areas that could give us some slime lung, but hey! We'll have refrigeration for it, so... I guess that's worth it. But yeah, I'm kind of... It's strange. So, the jobs, there's no more jobs, or no, select hat. Okay, you can have a hat. But that doesn't... Like, the jobs themselves are not a thing. Yeah, you just give them hats. Yeah, it's interesting how there's not jobs anymore. They took our jobs. They took our jobs! Alright, how dare they? Oh, and there's a shine sprite over there. That's natural lighting. Okay, so yeah, if I wanted to take advantage of the full cone... It looks like that. The light actually does a pretty big area. So I could be doing this a lot more efficiently if I had the lights up higher. But that's okay. Just slap some lights down for now, and we'll worry about being more efficient later, I suppose. So wait, this one... having trouble telling. It goes to here. I'll just put like a second light down there. We'll worry about being more efficient later, like I said. And then we'll hook these bad boys up. Can I just do that through the floor? I suppose. So Ecuador has very much of a vendor culture, one might say. In Guayaquil, there were statues of vendors, people like street vendors selling, like, one statue was of a street vendor selling lottery tickets. Another one was a street vendor selling, like, biscuits out of a tin, individual biscuits. And basically there would be a lot of people selling things like people selling bottled water, or selling like gum, or various trinkets, or like chocolate bars, or like food vendors. Like the empanadas were actually pretty good from street. There are certain street vendor food that was actually pretty good. And the food is really, really cheap, and you don't need to change money at all. Like, Ecuador uses American currency, so I didn't need to like change. There's Ecuadorian. I think there is, like, Ecuador has its own currency, but they're totally fine to accept American currency, so that was very easy for me. Because if you go to another country, you'll have to like go to a money changer, and then you'll have to like spend some money to get your money. You have to spend some money to be able to spend your money. And then you have to worry about like exchange rates and things and stuff. And like, to not have to worry about that and actually have, like, you get an amazing value for anything you buy there, generally speaking. And like, cab fares are really cheap. The bus fares are really cheap. Like that's one of the biggest arguments for going to Ecuador, is that the whole experience is very inexpensive, and you get really good food, and you can stay in nice places. Your hotel is going to be cheap, the bus fare is going to be cheap. Like, generally the most expensive thing was just the flight. There were a few impoverished people that I ran into, and I did give out, like, money to a few people, like, a few bucks here and there, and a few, like, I gave $10 to, like, one or two people that, like, well, it actually makes you feel really good, because since your money goes a long way, like, if you can get, like, a good meal for, like, $1 or $2, so if you give $10 to somebody, it's like, well, I just potentially gave them food for, like, a week. But yeah, there was a guy who was a really, really good singer in a wheelchair who had no arms and, like, also had leg issues because he couldn't stand being in the wheelchair, being wheeled around by another nice lady. And, yeah, he was singing, and he was actually an amazing singer. And yeah, it's like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna give this guy $10, and, like, I don't know, another nice old lady that looked like she needed it, or I probably spent the most on, like, giving people money here and there than I did, like, well, more than, like, souvenirs. What's this? A pipsqueak. We'll turn into a fully grown pip? I cannot deny this. I don't even know if I'm ready for that, but here, it walks on the wall sideways. What do you eat? An arbor tree. Well, we don't have that. Oh no. I can't feed it. It's adorable, though. Oh, look at its little fangs. It's like a tiny, horrible plant vampire cat thing. Imagine that on your ceiling. Just waiting. But it only eats trees. Pipsqueaks will, if they find storage units. Right, storage units. We'll dump stuff out. They also auto-plant seeds if they find a farm tile? Oh, wow. Well, that's cool. The second part anyways. But you're right, I've been forgetting to do storage. Storage is kind of important. Let's get some storage containers. Let's just slap a few storage containers everywhere, because those are awfully convenient. Yeah, I'm running this colony very poorly. Can we get some of those trees? There's a buddy bud. That makes my people happy, like. They plant whatever seed they find. Oh, okay. Still, that's cool. That's cool that they're willing to do that for you. That you can get some form of free labor out of them. Ah, we got a skill point. Alright, so yeah, more construction. Although, maybe I should have done research, since Maxwell seems to be our primary researcher right now. Oh, that's alright. And, there's something wrong with this, with my supercomputer cycle. What's been going on with the research? Alright, so, yeah, I'm still working on plastic manufacturing, because I think that's not a bad thing to do. Oh, and do all copy settings. Just store anything you want in there. Oh, right. I need a frickin' pump for the water. You can't just grab water like you used to in the old days. That's right. I need a frickin' pitcher pump. Alright, so do that right there. That's more like it. And I probably should reassign these cots, because people are sleeping in the bad ones when they're perfectly good ones. But I don't want to interrupt their sleep, so that'll be fine for now. My people's morale is just fine. We're not going crazy yet, but we're going to want to maintain morale. Oh, we never rummaged. Rummage that locker. We can get some nice clothes out of that. I guess keep laddering up. We can get into that. Now leave that buddy butt alone. Okay, we got sick duplicants. No, just one. Food poisoning. Okay. We're probably gonna have more sick duplicants soon enough, though. The way I'm doing things. So yeah, we're gonna need a med bay. Let's get a med bay. Triage cot. Oh, a plant that turns carbon dioxide into oxygen. So a plant that's basically like a scrubber. That's awesome. Alright, so I think a med bay... Well, it needed a sink, didn't it? I think it did. Where was that? There's wash basin. Or actually, it would make more sense if the wash basin was outside, right? So we got, okay, we got the triage cot, then the wash basin, and the wash basin will only be used in one direction. Ah, only appears on forest asteroids. Got it. Alright. Colony lacks advanced research skill. Right, there's a skill associated with advanced research now, too. Okay, so somebody's gonna need to get a skill point before we can do that. Just as well, then. So I guess since we lack that, let's start doing things we can research. Like... I don't know, ventilation, maybe? Or just keep working on decor. We can at least learn artistic expression. Okay. Now, I'm not sure if I need the smaller battery now that I've got the bigger one. Well, I'll wait till it's out of power before I deconstruct it. Oh. Is that what oil looks like now? I guess that's what oil looks like now. And was there magma before? I guess there was. I kind of forget. Yeah, there was. I'm just not used to it being up so high. So that's actually a hot area to the side of us. I'm used to having to dig way down to get to the hot areas. Now they can appear to the side of you. Oh, because we have different asteroids. Right, right. Because this is a different kind of asteroid. It's not like your typical default anymore. Things are different now. So will we find a cold area? Yeah, I did one of the ones... I did one of the moderate asteroids, that's right. This one might not have one of those cold zones. It's the one with extra, like, vents and things. Which means I might have extra liquid vents. Certainly found a chlorine gas vent. Okay, who's starving and why? You're just not trying. We have food, right? We have food. We got plenty of food. You shouldn't be starving. You have no excuse for starvation right now. All right, we just need to deliver some water to these. We'll be doing just fine. All right, so our colony's doing fine for now. But we won't be able to sustain a colony with this kind of setup forever, so we're gonna need to keep expanding. Ah, a nature preserve. That's kind of cool. Glad that my pipsqueak is continuing to live. Two out of 100. I'm guessing it'll get hungry eventually, but apparently it can live without food for a good amount of time at least. And yeah, I just want to keep exploring down. So there's a nice table here and stuff, but really, let's just avoid that polluted water. So let's build some tiles over here. And then like a ladder down there. Yeah, he will starve. That makes sense. I won't get too attached to the little pipsqueak. Poor guy. I was not ready to feed him. Alright, so that was the sound of us researching another technology. And, let's see. You like research. Yeah, you can do advanced research now. There you go. So she'll be our new high priority researcher. And now we can get some real technology. Alright, so like a lot of things required. Oh, the air system is actually kind of important too. Rust deoxidizer converts rust into oxygen and chlorine. That sounds pretty cool too. I could have actually researched this earlier, but let's get that right now. So rust is a thing. All right, this dirty water situation is kind of an issue. Yeah, I might not have a rust biome. I figure there's probably a way to make rust, though. Make rust happen. If you have, like, oxygen and exposed metal. Or something. But, yeah, I probably don't have a rust biome. Yeah, let's just dislodge all this water. That's all. Just you got water problems, just dig it. Just dig the water away. That's all. Just dig all this. Let's get the water to the bottom. And you'll have soggy feet. Ah, you can only get rust via the printer pod otherwise. Oh, okay. Well, then, I guess I'm just doing it for the other oxygen technologies. So more oxygen technologies is good. Yeah, we'll replace the floors. Like, just replace all the floors. Alright, my people are getting a little stressed. Having cold feet probably isn't helping. But hey, we got plenty of oxygen. We got plenty of food. Good enough amount of food. Good amount of food sources. Things are going pretty well. So far. Considering. Considering my lack of experience. We're gonna need a proper chef, though. I guess that'll be one of the next skill points I spent, is getting a chef so that we can get more of our food. Potentially an oxygen scrubber, too. Alright, replace those floors. Alright, good, yeah. Just, it's funny seeing that falling animation. Is she like one of the really... She walks really slow. Does she have like one of the... Yeah, anemic. She's anemic, so that's why she's a super slowbie. I didn't notice that when I picked her. But that's fine. I didn't feel like regenerating a ton of people, so... I just took what they gave me for the most part. Though it might have been a good idea to keep rolling. Okay, so... 2 people have hypothermia. That's not good. Let's take a look at the temperature menu. Obviously, it's just all this water going around. We don't really have areas that are too cold, per se, but... Yeah, it's the water. We'll get rid of the water, it'll be fine. Sorry about the water situation. It's not good planning with the water, I understand. We're gonna get rid of the water, everything will be okay. Just dig everything. Just dig everything till the water gets to the bottom. That's all we need to do. It concerns me when you have to fall to get places, but hey. I mean, we could actually, like, mop up the water, but it's easier just to dig. I generally feel. We can get another pipsqueak. It'll probably die. Yep. Alright, that's gonna be draining for quite a while. Good lord. What have I done? Like, I'm gonna be wiping that up forever. I'm gonna need some of those mesh tiles. If we're gonna need to research some mesh tiles if I want to drain everything. Because otherwise I made floor... Oh dear. You know, just hang out in polluted water. What's the big deal? What's the big deal about doing research while you're engulfed in polluted water? Like, that's just fine. That's just great. So, where would the mesh tiles be? Gases. Wait, is it in the solid material section? Because I thought that was for, like, yeah, solid things. No. Power, food. Wait, was it up there? Or I could just take away things. The temperature shift plate would be a thing. Oh, there it is. Sanitation. Okay, mesh tile. Yeah, give me that. Give me that. That's important. Didn't expect it to be in sanitation. Yeah, like, dig through here so we can have, like, a release valve on this, please. Like, you don't need to make all that floor, just dig this out. We need to get this out of here. We desperately need to get this water out of here. Dig that out from the top so that the water flow improves. The fact that the power generation devices aren't having an issue with this going on is kind of surprising. Alright. I guess you're... Are you our resident artists? I guess so. Okay, yeah. Art fundamentals for you. We can start doing artwork. I could do pedestals. Well, yeah, let's put some sculpting blocks in people's homes. People spend a lot of time in their dormitories, so just put those there. We can improve things later. I don't know, like, this area's got terrible decor, so, like, put sculpting blocks between the farmlands. Put one in the meal hall, and... I don't know, like, it's nice. I'm just gonna throw a bunch of these around anywhere where it's red too much. There and there. I don't know, the massage parlor area. Some near the ladders, because, like, that'll make people happy as they're climbing the ladders. Sure. The one there, and... There we go, okay. Just chuck those... Chuck sculpting blocks everywhere. That'll be fine. Everyone's gonna be happy. Alright, so we're improving the drainage situation a bit, at least. Okay, I'm a little bit worried about you, Bubbles. Tell you what. Like, make it so you can get across that if you need to. Alright, so we got mesh tiles. That's cool. Let's put those on the corners where we need some drainage. Anywhere else, I think we just need some drainage. I was planning to take water down through this area, so just mesh that area up. Okay, we got tons of water drained to the bottom. Okay, so we got, like, polluted water mixing with our normal water, but we might be able to separate it out later. Who knows? Or just purify it. I don't care. Just, like, make our people happy. Stop with this water situation we got going on. Alright, so Ellie's got... She's gonna get... It's gonna increase her morale requirement, but, yeah, super hard digging. Alright, cool. We got lots of water draining. It seems like the water draining physics is a bit better than it used to be. I thought things dripped kind of more slowly before, so that's kind of cool. Alright, dig that out. More mesh tiles here and there. It's like the lazy draining method, just mesh tiles. We're still gonna have soggy feet for quite a while at this rate. But at least we're getting there. It's a step in the right direction, one might say. Alright, so it's Cycle 16, kind of a messy place, but... Natural gas geyser, that's cool. Let's take advantage of that sucker. Been digging over here, but... haven't discovered too much. Want to dig more over this way. Oh, there is an ice area beyond. Okay, so there is an icy area. I want to get over there so we can preserve our food. That is important. But I have to go through, like, a hot area first. Okay, alright. Dig that out, replace the floor with some more mesh tiles. Hey, June Park, good to see ya. Welcome to the stream. I'm currently dealing with a very messy water situation. Look at the adorable Pipsqueak standing on my roof. Alright, so... guess we'll improve your crop tending. Seems like a good idea. Alright, so I finally feel like I'm making a step in the right direction. We're gonna have oil. We're gonna have plastic. Do I have a current... oh, I don't have a current research topic. Okay. Yeah, I got the message Charles and I stopped researching. So yeah, we'll get the plastic manufacturing. And we'll start harvesting that oil. And refining it. And we'll be able to get all sorts of new technologies with the plastics. I usually take way too long to get plastics, so I'm kind of rushing it this time. But it's the basis for all sorts of other technologies, like people tubes. And things like that. That will be very useful in our future. Keep working my way down. It's going to take a little bit before we can make progress in this direction, thanks to all the water nonsense. Guess just keep digging that out. We're having long commutes now. Ah, yeah, we'll have to research new commuter technologies, like fire poles. Ah. Hidden geysers that can be found on neutronium, surrounded by obsidian. Okay. Well, yeah, since we're on one of these places that has extra geysers, we're gonna want to find all the geysers we can locate, and taking advantage of those, because those are a source of infinite resources. Sounds good, Maxwell. I will be doing that. Probably should add some mesh tiles here, too. Just everything drained down. Yeah, we got tons of water draining down at the bottom now. Let's do the lazy way of having drainage. Just build occasional normal tiles. Wait, yeah, I do want it like that. Okay, here. And here. And here. Okay. Dig all that out. Alright, I probably could have people's priorities marked a bit better. Like, you can be the decorator. I don't want anyone else decorating. Certainly people should be working to their strengths. A bit more. Was there an auto priority? Oh, enable proximity. Yeah, that's definitely a good idea. I remember there was an auto priority thing for jobs. You're both good operators. Okay. That works. Alright, so we got a sink. We got an ore refinery. Or oil refinery. That's good. Do I need to do... yeah, we're still researching in the plastics. That's right. Could have a proper lavatory. That's the one that requires a pump, though. So we're going to need to get a piping system. That will require more power. But I think that's probably a good idea. Lavatory and shower. Okay, was there like a special... there was a special building for that, though, right? Like... oh, right. Yeah, and we need to make a proper latrine. So if I have a wash station... or a wash basin? It was? Yeah. Well, either one. A sink or a wash station. Oh yeah, the sink was the automated version, basically. Okay, so, yeah, I'll put in a sink here. Even though the better design would be on the other side. This thingamajiggy's here. Put that there. Make a room out of it, and that can be a proper latrine. What else do we need? Okay, so we could get a proper washroom. If I have a flush toilet, a plumbed wash station, no outhouses. Okay, so if I can upgrade to that later. And, like, is there a room for a shower? There isn't really a special shower room, is there? Okay, so I can put the shower wherever I want, really. So I guess let's put that down with the water supply. Put that down here, I guess. Although, you have to go through these terrariums. That doesn't make much sense. I want it somewhere where they can, like, be clean and stay clean. Alright, so maybe I'll put it near their rooms. Actually makes a lot more sense. Yeah, I'll put the shower over here. There we go. Then we'll need to hook that bad boy up. So let's get our first liquid pump. I will put that down here. Of course, that is a little close to the bad kind of water as well. We don't want to shower with bad water. We want to shower with the good kind of water. Okay, so all our good water's on this side. So let's just dig over here. Put a ladder down there. And then we'll just put a pump there. That's the simple way of having things separated. Like a liquid pump right there. It's gonna be a complicated piping system, but hey. That's fine. That's fine, it tells you. Alright, so intake is here. Then output is there. No. Okay. So the output pipe will have to go all the way down. And go down here. And then I'll just liquid vent it there. Or should I liquid vent all the way down there? Well, we'll just... Oh yeah, I can't... Fine. Well, it's gonna be a big, long piping system. No, not like that. Not like... Okay, Jesus, okay. It's really, really long pipe system. That's fine, whatever. We'll be able to use it for a lot of other things in the meantime. Alright, let's get that oxalate out of the way so we can free this water here. Alright, we're getting more sculptures. Our morale is steadily being improved. Doing more research. I got plenty of work lined up for my people. I can just kind of kick back and relax as long as things don't go terribly wrong. Some people are getting kind of high stress, though, but hopefully the improvements to the decor and the removal of wastewater will solve these issues. I really hope they do. We're getting massages and things. Yeah, they'll be fine. We're improving facilities. No one's sick, at least. Okay, yeah, maybe we don't want to complete this. I was hoping to drain the bad water only, but I'm going to be draining some of the good water, too. Alright, so this is our colony so far. At least I've made it fairly expansive. Ah, when this first game first came out, oxygen was actually included. Well, in a sense it is at first, because you get some oxalate, I guess. Wait, the pipsqueak actually made it into a pip? You're a fully grown pip. Well, good for you, pipsqueak. Don't know what happened to the other one. I like how it just kind of constantly walks in circles. Hopefully, I might need to put like some farm tiles I can work on. Yeah, there is a geyser down here. It's a natural gas geyser. Oh yeah, that's right. Waste emitted oxygen too. It was like, yeah, that like morbs and things. That's true. Things that created like pollution were actually creating more oxygen. Whereas like when it happens here, it's actually just like contamination. It's not like creating oxygen. That was right, Kirat. That does seem familiar. Alright, so we're finally getting this crazy pump situation under control. Probably want to complete this outhouse a bit more quickly, so let's do that. Get more various kinds of research. The drainage. What, you mean the temperature overlay or which heat map? Or you're talking about... Or there was a couple different overlays for heat maps. Oh! Oh, there. Oh, there's like... Neutronium. Oh, that kind of hidden type. Yeah. Nice. I see. So you can see the little things like that. All right. So yeah, nail that. Yeah. Well spotted, you all, Pedro. Thank you for that. All right. Well, let's get access to that right away. Priority 9, that dig. I want to see what's there. Of course, we need the super hard digging skill. So we'll have to wait till somebody gets that. We just have the hard materials digging. So we can't quite get access to that yet. Or we'll have to... We can go around. We can just go around. That's what we can do. Let's get around to the other side. Or dig through there. Or no, that's obsidian as well. It's not completely surrounded by obsidian, but it's for the most part. Okay, we'll just get the better digging skill. We'll worry about it then. Ah, or you could have polluted oxygen vents. Okay, got it. Yeah, I'll be careful of that. Speaking of which, we have some food poisoning and hypothermia going around. Alright, so we can get some dirt. We get a no-taste grease monkey. That's a narcoleptic. Yeah, Stinky, the narcoleptic grease monkey. Welcome. Alright, we got a skill points. Oh, with Stinky, of course. Well, he likes to farm, and it never hurts to have more farmers, so I'll just go ahead and do that. But he'll be able to do all sorts of things. Yeah. Sick clones are living clones. That certainly is true. Or duplicates. Yeah, which are essentially clones. Alright, I'm kind of impressed that this pip is still doing okay. Alright, I want to drain more of this water. Add more of these mesh tiles, because I'm tired of this errant liquid situation. Right, I do need to get rid of all these messages. There we go. But yeah, I guess I do have... Wait, I do have the right skill? Wait, Ellie does have super hard digging. Okay. So yeah. Yeah, we'll reprioritize that. Colony lacks a super hard digging skill. Why does it say that? Ellie has it, right? That was kind of confusing why I was saying I lack it when I don't really. Oh well. Or is it just that she's not available right now? Yeah, digging is her top priority. Insufficient oxygen generation. Alright, we'll have to deal with that in a moment. Having a fridge would be good, because I haven't gotten to the refrigerated area. Ah, and there's a park sign for a nature preserve. Okay. Interesting. Which technology should I be going for next? Liquids, gases... I guess just more farming stuff isn't a bad idea. Ah, see you next time, Alphabetical Hippo. Yeah, thanks for dropping by. Yeah, this colony's been quite messy. But it's a wonder. This game is so relaxing. It's nice to play again. I'm definitely expanding fast enough. I think that's kind of important. We're still working on that plumbing system. I've got too much diversified labor. I need to reprioritize. Okay. Get this pipe done, please. Dig that out. And then refrigeration will be really nice. So I'm going to prioritize doing this. Guess maybe slipping everything to, like, priority 9 might be a bit... I could do priority 8 or something like that. But that certainly works. Okay, I'm not sure why Maxwell's down there. He decided to choose that route. The very cold route. Oh, right. We have long commutes. So actually having fire poles would be really nice. Let's get fire poles. That way we can start, like, spending less time commuting. We're working down our stress. Ellie had high stress, but we're getting that down. I think the enhanced decor is helping. Then we could do more decor research as well. Might not be a bad idea. Oh, and I forgot to power this thing up. Well, that shouldn't be too hard. Just take a wire from that light. Hook it up to that. And we'll be good. Alright, so that's officially a latrine. That's good. We'll upgrade that to the better kind of bathroom later. One person currently has hypothermia, but that's only a temporary thing. That's because of the liquid situation I've got going. My poor drainage. Yeah, like, the liquid's kind of, like, sticking to itself as it does. I'm having to build a lot of unnecessary mesh tiles, maybe. if I had just done this better. But at least my colony will have really good drainage for later. Let's put it that way. And maybe just so I don't make the situation worse, let's not keep building that ladder. Alright, otherwise I'm generally pleased with my colony. It seems to be doing okay. Alright, so maybe the next thing to make would be an electrolyzer. We'll be making hydrogen. But now that we got this pump, yeah, we'll do that. And since we got the water going through this area, that wouldn't be too hard to do. That would help the hydrogen to collect up at the top so we could use it more easily later as hydrogen goes up. So yeah, I'll put the electrolyzer here. I will take that liquid pipe there. Wait, which one is it? It is the building intake we'll have to use, so we'll need a liquid bridge. Can I do it like that? Wait, no. Have the liquid bridge, and the intake will be here, and the outtake will be there. Or output, I mean. So like that. Going up here. Then more wires. Luckily not too much. And boom. We'll have ourselves an electrolyzer as well. And that should take care of our oxygen problem for now, and keep the plants healthy. Alright, general stress levels are going down. Yeah, things seem to be going okay, at least. Alright, and we're gonna get refrigerated food when we dig over here. So that'll be good. What's the slaughter? Oh, waterlogged dust calf. Well, that's fine. Oh, guys, you're gonna need to rebuild those tiles. Probably 9 these tiles. At least there's some oxygen over here for you guys. There we go. That's better. This poor Paku's gonna be a little unhappy. We freed our first puffs. Puffs are good. Puffs are very good. Oh, good. You can still get out of there. That's a little bit worried about Stinky there. Stop jumping down there. Don't do that. The water here is freaking out. Look at that. Water going crazy. Oh, there we go. The water was going mad. I think it was because there was polluted water and not polluted water, and they didn't know how to interact. Oh, you're getting hot now. This is a very hot area. It's almost scorching. Don't get hurt. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to dig through this area. How bad is it when you get too hot? Scalding. Okay, cancel, cancel. Stop it. Don't. No, 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 no. Warning, warning. Evacuate. Okay, she got burned a little. That's not good. We might need some thermal exchange plates or just insulated clothing to get through that area, because that is hot. It's darn near molten. So that's gonna be a little bit of a trial to get through. There's some steam right there. There's a cold area there's a frozen area behind it. Okay, I guess I'll just use temperature shift plates, which I'm actually researching right now. So yeah, we'll get temperature shift plates, and I guess we'll just slap a few temperature shift plates over there, and maybe that'll do it. It'll, like, spread it out. Or let her make our whole colony hot. Huh. Who is starving and why? Hassan. Hassan stuff. Hassan chop. Have a good night, Maxwell. Yeah, thanks for dropping by. I appreciate it. Yeah, this has been a 2-hour stream. I guess I'll take... Wow, this guy's got 3 abilities, though. Germ-resistant Night Owl. Interior Decorator. Actually, no, I'm going to take Meep. He is actually pretty incredible. Tempting as the omelet's word. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a stream or do... I'm gonna have to jump into that Minecraft server that you have made, because that sounds really impressive, Maxwell. Yeah, thanks for doing that. I'm proud of you. It looks like that's come a long way already. So yeah, I'll definitely be showing up on that server sooner than later. I might just record a video rather than, like, maybe doing the stream at first. And then maybe I'll stream it later. But yeah, I definitely want to hang out on that. Like, as I've said before, I've mostly been doing, like, a Realm server with B307. But... yeah, just the idea that you guys... that Maxwell, you hosted and made a world all for me. Or dedicated to... yeah, or for the stream and people of the stream. Like, that is awesome. That actually... oh. You were saying goodbye to, Hippo. Oh, okay. But yeah, that's really awesome. Yeah, I really appreciate that. Alright, so... what now? I guess smelting wouldn't be a bad idea. Or... wait, what was I researching before? Did I get... oh, I just got the fire pulse. Yeah, fire poles are... okay, fire poles are important technology. Let's install the fire poles right away. Although, where am I gonna put it? I like to make, like, big, giant fire poles. But I guess we could have a few smaller ones. I like to make big poles, big, long poles, because I'm compensating. He's compensating for something. Ah, good... hey, good to see you. Malwinus Cyrano Olfram from York. I like that name. Thanks. Yeah, thanks for the compliment. I'm glad you enjoy the videos. And welcome to the stream, Malwinus Cyrano Olfram from York. Although I don't recognize the name. Have you been here before under a different name, or am I just being forgetful? But good to see you, yes. Good to see you either way. Alright, so is there a place where I can break, like, a giant, long pole? Like, across the whole thing? Like, maybe if I destroyed some things. Yeah, okay, if I destroy this... deconstruct that. And just make it like that. Then people can kind of make a transfer. Guess that's good. Alright, so we got some fire poles. I guess I can put another fire pole over here. Good enough. What happened there? Oh, that plant. Uproot that plant. Can't get in the way of my pole. Alright, good. Then people will be getting around this place a bit faster. We can have less commutes. Ah, and there's a skill point we need to spend. There's 2 skill points we need to spend. Alright. Guess we got enough morale for this. Hey, Nero! Let them drown in pee. Well, there's a good chance. We have enough pee at the bottom for them to drown in. That's for sure. Whether or not that will happen, if somebody happens to be drowning in pee, I might not try too hard to save them, I guess. Do we need more digger or constructor? I guess more constructor. Sometimes they're so helpless that I'll just be too annoyed. If somebody is actually drowning in pee, I might get too annoyed to save them. So yeah, who knows? I might just let that happen. Okay, this Pip has found the lowest point in our colony. I like how they jump too. That thing gets around. Colony achievement earned. So what's that? We got to pay the bills. Buy out an entire skill tree. Got the skills to pay the bills. Alright, so I guess I can put some farm tiles over here and maybe the Pip will work on it. Or maybe it'll just be a distraction. Guess let's not worry about the Pip. How did this sand get in here? Usually that drips down from above. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Alright, yes. Now I remember. Welcome back, Malodus. Yeah, good to see you again. Hey, good to see you, Gronk87. Welcome back to the stream. Yeah, no worries about that. Well, thank you for that. Yeah, it's good to be back. My trip in Ecuador was a lot of fun, very educational. I learned a lot, and yeah. Well, basically, I'll go over the highlights. I talked about it a lot on the stream already, but I'll go over the highlights of my trip. I got to talk to parrots. I got to pet a llama. I saw the Incan ruins, and I got to see shrunken heads in a shrunken head museum. I got to learn some Spanish, and, you know, a lot of cool cities and things. I saw the paintings of Salvador Dali, shrunken heads, learned a lot about Ecuadorian culture, past and present. And what else? I got elevation sickness when I went to Cuenca on the bus, because at one point we went over a road that was like, we had to go over a mountain that was like, we went over 13,000 feet in a bus, which means that you just have to deal with high altitude situations. And some people get altitude sickness and some people don't, due from the lack of oxygen. And let me tell you what's... Yeah, I know, the shrunken heads were creepy. They were downright creepy. Behind glass, you know, I couldn't touch them or nothing. But they were creepy. Yeah, I am glad to be back. I am definitely glad to be back and safe. Then there was one moment that I was in peril. We'll put it that way. Well, two moments, one might say. The bus driver was very skilled, though, when driving up those giant mountains. When we were going up to 13,000 feet, we were on these winding roads where it's like, if the bus decided to, like, take a turn, we could just, like, go tumbling off a cliff kind of situation. There was guardrails most of the time, though, and, the bus could still, like, the guardrails are designed for cars, so, like, the bus could, like, have busted right through that guardrail with no problems if the bus driver just was feeling like, well, time to die. If the bus driver just, like, you know, it's kind of funny, though. Like, he's sitting there holding this wheel. It's like, everyone's living, good time. Everyone dead. Everyone on the bus. It's like he just has to turn the wheel just a little bit. So I am very grateful for the skills of the bus driver. Like, I did thank the bus driver. Especially because when I got oxygen sickness, he had me come up to the front cabin, because the front cabin was pressurized differently, And I actually got to sit up at the front with the bus driver for a little while until I recovered. And so I was like, oh, thank you so much. So considerate. Because, yeah, it did a treat. I felt much better. Let me tell you what oxygen sickness is like. Oxygen sickness, altitude sickness, my limbs were getting tingly. My mouth was getting a bit tingly. I was feeling nauseous. And my vision was starting to get a little dim. And I was slurring my words. And my mother, who was along the trip, was just completely fine. It's like, how are you dealing with the low oxygen situation? I'm not getting enough oxygen. I don't know. I just wasn't getting enough oxygen or whatever. But yeah. Go up to the front cabin. Did me a treat. Yeah. It's perfect for oxygen not included. Talking about oxygen. Perfect topic for oxygen not included when you're not getting enough oxygen. I guess. One might say. Because that's basically what it is. Anyways. Yeah, I after that I adapted though. Like, and I actually am feeling better for it. I feel like I've got better stamina and stuff now that I'm back to like the lower altitudes. And it's like athletes train it like in high altitude, low oxygen environments, they say. Do I have enough beds for everyone? Hang on. No one sleeping on the floor? Yeah, it was good overall. Definitely. The other time... And good to see you, Bob and your mom. Welcome back, Bobby. On the Twitch side of things. So, what was I saying? There was one moment where I woke up, and in the morning, a brown recluse is just walking up over the edge of... I turn, and I see the brown recluse, a South American brown recluse, coming up over the edge of my bed and just walking straight towards me. Like I batted it away when it was like less than a foot away from me, and then smashed it with my covers because that was the safer method to get rid of the guy. But yeah, like I said before, I felt bad about killing a spider that I didn't fully... A brown recluse is a very poisonous spider. There are a few poisonous spiders in South America. Oh, yep, there's the pip raiding the storage bin. I see what you're talking about. Anyways. Yeah, that thing will mess you up. It'll like it has... It causes necrosis of the skin, is what it does. So basically, if it bites you, there will be a hole in your skin after it's done, kind of thing. Yeah, I went to Ecuador, South America, you got it. And, yeah, it freaked me out. Like, the next night, we switched hotels, and the next night, I couldn't sleep. Because it's like, every single little brushing of, like, my covers or things like that, just the wind, I would be like, is that a spider? Oh my god. Oh, like, and, like, that was, like, the last night before I got on my plane and went home. So, like, because of that, I was, like, really, really tired. Because my flight was... I was flying through the night. And, my flight was, like, 8 o'clock, or no. Wait, no, 11 o'clock. I left at 11 o'clock, and I arrived at 8 o'clock the next day, so I flew throughout the night. And I didn't sleep during the day either, so, like... Basically, I didn't have, like, sleep for 2 nights, kind of was what the thing... Thanks to the spider. Thanks to the spider, I was lacking on 2 nights sleep when I got back. So I was, like, really, really, really tired when I got back. And I'm still kind of feeling jet-lagged. But, even though I didn't switch time zones very much, I only switched time zones, like, 1 hour, since I'm flying more north-south. So, really, there's not as much jet lag as you would... Oh. Some spiders carry the virus in their skin. Oh. Well, that's an interesting fact. Yeah, I didn't know what caused it, but it's messed up. The necrosis spiders... There are spiders that have, like, the venom, the neurotoxin. Oh, in their teeth, their fangs. That makes sense. Yeah. But, or it does make more sense. But, yeah, it's like a flesh-eating virus situation. Yeesh. That makes it even freakier. Yeah. rather than, like, attacking your nerves, which is painful, but not disfiguring, the necrosis type of spiders will actually, like, eat away your flesh, which, like, will disfigure you. It'll, like, leave a scar, or if it bites you in other sensitive areas, can, like, cause bad things to happen in those spots. So, like, I don't know. Like, that kind of freaks me out more. Like, maybe it might not be as painful as the neurotoxin type, but I don't like the idea of, like, a spider disfiguring you. You know, like, especially if it bit you in, like, the eye or other good bits. If it bites you in the good bits, that would be very, very bad. You got bitten by a fish once. Well, that's interesting. I think that might have happened to me, but luckily the fish wasn't like, didn't have like the strongest teeth. The good bits, you know, like your vital organs, which, depending, you know, some people might have varying definitions of what is vital. Anywhere you care about, that's for sure. Now I'm thinking, when I say good bits, I'm thinking about, yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking about going wrong. Very Fiji, yes. That's what we call the naughty bits, or the naughty bits. Those are good bits too. They might be naughty, but they're good. And I certainly care about those too. Alright, anyways, yeah, I guess we'll make you a digger because you've got mole hands. And, we're gonna need more beds. But, yeah. Just very, very glad that I did not get bitten by the South American brown recluse. Which, as I said before, the spider did have a familiar look to it, because I grew up in a house infested with brown recluses. But the violin shape on the South American brown recluse is not as pronounced as it is on the North American version. And that's usually how I would identify him, as the trademark violin shape. But the South American brown recluse is about twice as big. And I am like a kind of a, what would you say, like, I am a bit of an arachnophobic. Like, I have to, like, pull it together not to be afraid of spiders. Yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you for that, Malwinus Sereno, all from York. Yeah, I really appreciate that. I'm glad to have you here. So what was I saying? That, like, the South American brown recluse... Well, like, I'm not afraid of normal spiders. I can handle it. As long as I'm, like, keeping my mind... As long as I, like, focus my mind and stay calm, then I can handle spiders. That's true. If you had mole hands, they should actually show the person, like, digging with their mole hands. But no, they're using a tool. That's a really good thought, Maxwell, the way. I never really thought about that. But now that you mention it, that just raises further questions. So, they say that you're, like, if you're a child and your mother is freaked out about something near you, it imprints upon you and will make you potentially afraid of that thing psychologically. Like, they've done psychological studies whether it could be like any sort of stimulus. And yeah, I grew up in a house infested with brown recluse spiders, and it would freak my mom out. And so my mom would get really scared for me when she saw one of them around me. And yeah, that probably did something to make me more afraid of spiders, instilling an arachnophobia in me, one might say. Yes, it instilled an arachnophobia in you in an early age. Young little Tiegon was trained to be an arachnophobe by his mother, one might say. But anyways, so I studied spiders a lot, and I learned to not be afraid of all spiders. In fact, normal spiders, I'll let them walk on my hand and I'll, like, let them right out the window. Like, I'm one of those guys that can handle it. But an unidentified spider in a foreign country, I have no idea whether it's poisonous, and it reminded me of the brown recluse. Like, I was like, nope, I'm killing it. Oh no. So I killed the spider, and then identified it, and it turned out to be a genuine South American brown recluse, which I didn't even know was a thing. I thought the brown recluse was like a northern species only, but yeah, apparently it has a South American cousin, so that's cool. Learned that. Really glad it didn't bite me. Well, like we said before. Your mom was scared when you fell off your roof onto sheer ice. So yes, you should also be scared of ice and rooftops. Those are good things to be afraid of. She was watching TV in the living room, and I was shuffling on the roof. We have 2 big windows, and I slipped and fell. And she saw it through the window. Oh, yeah, or when you fell off, not your mom. When you fell off, yeah. Well, I'm glad you're doing okay then. I'm glad you didn't get injured. Yeah, I read that wrong the first time. Alright, so we'll make you a better artist, I suppose. Sure. And we'll get better art up in this place. But yeah, so that was a bit scary. And good to see you again, Aaron. Welcome back to the stream. Well, there was a lot of difficulties with the trip, but it was a good trip overall. I learned a lot. I had a lot of fun. And yeah, I got to, well, I've talked about it a few times now, but I got to meet, or I ran into parrots, or I got to talk to parrots. I got to see the works of Salvador Dali, and I met llamas. Learned a lot about the culture. Generally, it was just a really good trip. Yeah, well, a tarantula doesn't scare me at all, really, because, well, like, they've got big fangs, sure, which is kind of scary. But the thing about spiders is, as long as it's not poisonous, like, that's their whole thing, is, like, they jam their fangs into you. But, like, it's not like something, it's not like a dog or something where they can start, like, ripping into you again and again. Like, once a spider's got its fangs into you, it's done. Like, that's its whole thing. Usually prey can't, like, survive much more than that. So, like, that's their like, their one trick, basically. Their one attack. Yeah, and I also got to see shrunken heads. That was pretty cool. And freaky. But yeah, very cultural in general, yes. So... yeah, I guess as long as you think about the fact that, like, a spider can only do so much damage to you in a worst-case scenario. Like, the big fangs of a tarantula are freaky. But it can only really effectively use them on you once. Oh, I can totally understand. I am like that too, where you, like, worry. God, the day, like I said, the day after, like, I killed that brown recluse, and it was, like, coming right towards me, they didn't allow pictures in the museum. They're like, no pictures. So, no, I didn't take pictures of that, because that was the same museum that was the Salvador Dali Museum. And they didn't allow pictures in the museum. So, no, I didn't get any pictures of that. I got pictures of lots of other cool things. But... nope, no pictures of the shrunken heads. Not allowed. I think I don't have enough beds, do I? Somebody's gonna be sleeping on the floor. Right, we do have that one extra bed. We're having a food shortage. Uh-oh. Somebody has not been making the food. I need to be making more food. We have a microbe musher. Okay. Oh, and I never got a chef. I need a chef. Just like, just everything. Just we're pumping out everything on that microbe musher. Then we'll be okay. Yeah. Yeah, the paintings aren't... The flashes aren't good for the paintings. And since it was part of the same museum, like... Yeah, they'd get after you, probably. But yeah, since that brown recluse is like walking right at me, just it was like it's coming straight for me. Because it did that, that's what like it kind of traumatized me for a little while afterwards. Like I couldn't stop thinking about it when I went to bed the next day. Yeah. Yeah, I'm really proud of the Minecraft server that Maxwell has developed. It's coming along very well. Alright. So... Yeah, we still haven't dug through that. Don't you have super hard digging skill? Yeah, we have super hard, but not super duper hard. Oh, we need super duper hard. Oh, it's super duper hard. Okay. But yeah, going to bed the next night, it was like every time I would feel a brush up against me, I would be worried. The new DLC has arrived? Well, my funds are a bit short at the moment. But, yeah. I might do more Vermintide in the future. I do have a lot of things on my plate right now, so... Like... Yeah, I might take a while to get back to that, but... Well, I'll be thinking about it, that's for sure. Oh, submit the bioscan. Ah, yeah. Yeah, not just yet. Oh, cool. Cool vest. That will so heat insulation. My digger needs that so that we can dig through that hot area. That's perfect. Let's get that on her. That's right, and we had thermal dissipation tiles I could do too. I was forgetting about that, because I want to get through this hot area so I can get to the cold area, and then get refrigeration, because... Right, the food shortage is persisting. We're gonna starve. We're gonna starve if I don't do something really fast. Because I've got 8 people. I've got 8 people and I keep forgetting to increase my food. My food gathering. I guess just build a lot more farm tiles here. With like a space every 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, I'll definitely check it out. Yeah, we're out of calories. Alright, the micro busher is extruding more food. Alright, we'll be okay. But we are really pushing it. Alright, our miner has her new heat-resistant clothing on. Let's see. Stress levels are okay. Okay, here's the temperature shift plates. And then it matters what material you use. Slow heating. Thermally reactive. We want the thermally reactive stuff, right? So yeah, if I take some sedimentary rock and I put it near here, it'll transfer the heat out of that area, right? So like if I do like a temperature shift plate here and there and there and there and maybe there. Is that like a good idea? Or will that just like draw more heat out and just make things worse? Also knows it's really hot there. Oh well, let's not worry about that too much right now. Alright, we're no longer starving, that's good. We're still dealing with long commutes. Alright, so we don't have a research topic right now. Kind of important to do that. I guess I want the people tubes pretty soon. We also got decontamination technology. That wouldn't be bad. Where are the people tubes? It was, okay, we got food, power, colony development. Exosuits, decor, rocketry. Is it part of colony development? I think I missed the people tubes somewhere. I saw them before. Or do I already? No, I don't already have them. Well, it's definitely not liquids. Oh, there it is. Transit tubes. It's an exosuit technology. Okay. I think it was somewhere else before. Yeah, let's research that. Alright, we will have to get access to that oil and refine it, but we're working on that project. Priority 9. Submit that bioscan. We want to get what's in there. Okay, yeah, I just hadn't done... I hadn't done my priorities on that. There we go. Alright. Rummage that vending machine. Alright. Not too much that's special in there, just some free food. That's nice. It's got a nice decor. Oh. Your PS4 died? Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, that can be one of the issues, is that, like, the consoles are very easy to use, but it's really a shame when a console is made poorly or when it gets damaged. And, like, consoles are very difficult to repair. Like, I remember sending my PS2 in to be repaired, and it took forever and ended up costing about as much as it would take to just get a new one. It was nuts. Just because we could have got one used. And it's like, well, that's great. And then, you know, it's like my PlayStation got repaired, but it's like, you know, yeah, I wonder if the quality, if I couldn't have gotten a better one, a better quality one, rather than sending it to get repaired. Or I'm sure I could have gotten a better quality one, and it would have taken less time, just getting a new one rather than... I don't recommend the maintenance... or the, what do they call it? Well, yeah, PlayStation's maintenance... or repair shop or whatever. I don't endorse them. They didn't do a good job for me. We'll put it that way. All right, plant more seeds, grow more food. We also need a chef. I keep forgetting to make somebody a chef. Oh, that's very nice. Yeah, let's give your account to your friend. That works. That Paku is lasting a long time. But yeah, I definitely recommend putting together your own PC if you can manage it, Gronk. Because, yeah, if you can do it right, you can definitely save a lot of money. That's like the... If you want to play games on the with the... Like, good games for the cheapest price, building a PC, or maybe getting a used one, you know, it's not a bad way to go. Alright, I can't take more people, so I'm just gonna take seeds. And I do have enough rooms for everyone, right? I think so. Or is one person... Okay, I got 8 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 beds. No, I'm missing beds. Okay. I have been forgetting to build beds. Alright, so this would be a nice place to put a bed. I'll put it one spot away from the edge. That way we can put like a large sculpting block here. I do need to improve the decor a bit around this place too, so. Yeah, now they got large sculpting blocks, we'll throw a few of those around. Put a cot here. 2 doors there and there. Wait, was that large enough? No, wait, that might not have been large enough. Oh no, it's not quite large enough. Okay, whoops. Whoopsie doodle. There we go, like that. Then a door. That's better. Ah, yes. Well, that's fair enough. It is a little bit stressful building your own PC, because, like, well, you're always afraid that if you mess up, like, you could break one of your things, like break your motherboard or your video card or things like that while installing it. So, yeah, it is easier just to get, like, a pre-built PC. That's for sure, if you don't have the experience for it. But it isn't, you don't need to be that smart. As long as you can follow rules. Like, there are videos and instruction guides and things like that that can help you with every step of the process, so. I mean, as long as you're good at following directions, you can do it. But it does take a lot of effort. And I can understand, like, not wanting that effort, not wanting to take that effort and not wanting that, like, responsibility of, like, having to worry that you'll mess up something that you spent a lot of money on. Although there's plenty of cheap... Well, actually, I would recommend, like, getting some really, really cheap parts and making, like, a really, really cheap, junky PC as, like, a practice. Because there's actually, like, if you want to get, like, old stuff, you can get that stuff extremely cheap. You'd only be able to play, like, the most basic of games, but hey, you know, like, a basic computer can always play, like, all the Nintendo games, and all the Super Nintendo games, and all the Sega games, and probably all the PlayStation 1 games. Once you get to, like, PlayStation 2, things start to get harder to, like, emulate, or, like, all the DOS games. But, you know, there's, like, even on, like, one of the worst PCs you can get nowadays, you can do everything that I got out of a computer when I was young. And, like, that's a lot of games. There's a lot of games, so I'd say, like, get a garbage PC and, you know, learn to build that. And once you do that, you just kind of work your way up. That'd probably be the way to do it, I guess. Ah, your parents are divorced. Oh, yeah. So you're going from one household to another. Well, then maybe a laptop would be more your speed. Or, like, yeah, those other mobile devices, you know, iPhones, iPads. Like, they're really nice, too. You can still, like... you can still get, like, all the old games on, like, the smart... that smart device technology as well. Yeah. Laptops are... I've built a laptop before, but it's a lot more difficult because you run into proprietary parts and very, very cramped spaces, and yeah, I don't like it. I don't like working on laptops. Working on laptops is no fun. No. You can do it, but there's usually not a lot I can do there, as it were. You can't, like... That's the thing I like about PCs, is that you can take, like, this part and that part and transfer them around, and, like, I still use some of my really old monitors and things. Yeah. Well, sports are very good for you, Gronk, so... Sounds good to me. Alright, I'm putting in an excessive number of statues. Now, the Switch sounds like a good idea. I should get the Switch. Just because Mario Maker seems amazing. Like, mainly, if I got a Switch, it would be 90% because of Mario Maker 2. Like, there's other cool things. But yeah. Of all the next-gen consoles, like, the Switch is pulled ahead. Because Mario Maker just seems like a lot of fun. And it's really popular on YouTube, too. But it just seems like... I do like ridiculously challenging things. Although, like, I didn't understand... When the first Mario Maker came around, I didn't understand the appeal. Because, like, there were, like, hacked or modded Mario maps that you could do. And it's like, how is Mario Maker 2 or Mario Maker any better than, like, somebody doing a ROM hack of Mario? And, at first it wasn't really. But, like, with Mario Maker 2, it absolutely is, because it's, like, way more convenient and streamlined and all these things, and people can just pump out levels, like, so much faster. Like, it just took... Basically, you could still do anything, like, let's say you did a ROM hack of, like, the Super Nintendo Mario, then, like, it's exactly the same as, like, the Super Nintendo Mario tile set in Mario Maker. Well, at least at first. But now you can combine things and do, like, lots more, but... Like... Yeah, at first it wasn't that different, but they've just improved upon it so much. And just the level of effort. It always takes... To do a ROM hack requires a lot more effort than building a stage in Mario Maker, it seems. And, yeah, the idea that the level needs to be cleared by the level maker certainly adds a bit to the quality of it, I guess, too. So we got super duper hard digging. What about GameStop? The actually hardcore overclocking channel if you're looking at advice to build a PC. Ah. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, there are plenty of really good channels. GameStop. Not sure who mentioned... Oh, right. Yeah, Gronk did. Gronk mentioned GameStop. GameStop is a game store, basically. Yeah. Now, I guess none of my people like cooking, do they? Actually, you do. Well, sadly, you're already busy. I'm gonna have Stinky do the grilling. Because we need somebody to cook. Alright, Stinky. I'm gonna maximize your cooking. Please get grilling. Alright. Just make all the foods forever. Alright, cool. Yep, physical game stores. You got it. And they allow you to trade. They allow you to trade games. Like if you bring in your games, they'll allow you to trade them for other games, and then they'll sell your old games as like used games. But they don't necessarily give you the best price for it, basically. So it's usually not that good of an idea. But it is an option if you always want to keep, like, if you just want the latest and greatest stuff kind of thing. I remember I only did that. I never traded in games at GameStop. I know I have friends who did. But I remember that there was one time when I did something like that, where it was when Toys R Us was more of a game shop. It isn't now. But I remember my friend Steven, he really, really wanted to get... He was going to get a Nintendo 64 first, and he said we could share it. And he said, we just need to get so much... You could trade in your games for... Their mascot was Jeffrey. You could trade it in for Jeffrey money. So he wanted me to trade in some of my games to get enough Jeffrey money so that we could go in and share together a Nintendo 64. And so I traded in some of my worst Super Nintendo games. Although there were one or two games that I kind of wish I would have kept because of what happened in the end. But like I traded in the game Dino City because that one stunk. Or I remember there was like one... I traded in the Ren and Stimpy game, but it was like the bad one. And I did trade in the Batman Returns game, which I had played like a million times, so I didn't regret giving it up, but I kind of wish I maybe would have kept that one, I guess. Still, I can get all those games for free as emulators now anyways, or ROMs, so I can still play those games. But I didn't regret trading in the Dino City game one bit. That game was awful. In any case, he ended up getting the Nintendo 64, and I would have to go over to his house to play it. And he just wasn't very good about sharing. Like, you know, it's like, you know, I have to come over to your house to play this. I want to at least be able to play it half the time I'm here. But he would want to play like 90% of the time, even whenever I came over to his house. Like, you know, like, I traded in some of my games for this. Like, I think I ended up paying for, like, it's like this console's like half mine, technically. I should have the right to, like, borrow it and bring it over to my house, really. But, yeah, that's what I learned that, like, oh, Maxwell all the way. You're getting hurt. Can we put this to one priority? Just stop what you're doing. Go away from that. Don't get yourself burnt. Okay, so we got thermal transfer tiles here. They're wicking some of the heat away, but it's still really dangerous, that spot. Okay. Somebody was getting scalded. Yeah, I still got a GameCube, too. Yeah, so basically I ended up just getting a Nintendo 64 myself. And then I played Mario. I got to enjoy Mario 64. But yeah, we both... Mario 64 was amazing. It was a really good game. And we both went crazy over it. And so I can understand him, like, wanting to play it a whole bunch, but, like, you know, some people just can't share. And, yeah. That was kind of unfortunate. Yeah, this has been a 3-hour stream so far. I'm just really into this game. I was really thinking of ending it, like, at the 2-hour mark, but hey. So, I guess the moral of the story is I don't think that trading in your games is ever going to be a good deal. I wouldn't recommend it. Unless you really hate the games that you trade in. And, also, if you buy a console with your friend, don't expect them to, like, share it, like, 50-50. Even if they say they will. Like, buying a console together with a friend isn't necessarily a good idea unless you really, really trust your friend. where I did trust my friend too, but he ended up not... He ended up, like, reneging on our deal, as it were. So... And his mother just acted like, well, that's his console. It's like, well, that's not... That's not the case. You're scalding over there? You've got the temperature protection suit, though. Okay, you know, stop. Just stop. Just stop. You're dying. You're dying. You're dying, Ellie. You have the coolness suit and you're dying. Oh, natural gas geyser. Geyser. There's a geyser there. Alright, I've got super duper hard, like, digging abilities now, too, so I can get this. Right, I want to see what that geyser is. We got larva eggs or a drecklet. I'll take a drecklet. Alright, so this is effectively what our colonies become. I want to see what kind of... Priority 9 this. I want to see what's back here. We're probably going to be wrapping up the stream very soon. Ellie is messed up. Shouldn't you be going to the hospital? Yeah, I'm going to assign you to the hospital. You get to the hospital. Like, I want to see what's in that dig spot, but... Like, look at you. You're grabbing your arm, and you're all saying you're hot, and now you're saying you're cold. Also, we need to drain this. Yeah, you just hang out, just relax, soak your wounds in the sewage. Everything will be fine. Maxwell will just get you right as rain. That is fine. Soak your wounds in that sewage. We got the best medical facilities here. Well, at least Ellie's feeling a little better. Still very labored movements. Alright, well, yeah, go ahead and dig that out. I feel like the AI's movements have gotten a little better. Alright, downtime. Alright, let's improve the decor a bit. Slap some more large sculpting blocks wherever my people move through a lot. Here and there and there and here. And, let's see, I put one there. Can't really fit one there, so I'll just slap a small one here. Another one for your room. Just anywhere where things are getting excessively red. Just large sculpting blocks there, and there, and there. Alright, beautiful. Alright, so what kind of geyser do we have here? A polluted water vent. Well, it's water. Polluted water, but infinite water is infinite water. Yes. Lay down and we'll touch you in a way that makes you feel better. Stuff to do with thermometers and things. It's got a very, like, creaky, unearthly sounding noise. Alright, I guess we don't need to dig the rest out now that we got that geyser. Alright. What else do I need to do? We're still researching the people tubes. That's coming along just fine. Our shower's in a working state. That's good. Alright. Let's get Ellie back on that table, because she is just really hurting. Maxwell, you need to get on the table, too. Who's suffocating? You're suffocating. Maybe we should put a ladder next to this so people don't want to climb this fire pole, because that is not the most efficient way to be doing things. Or, no, cancel this. We'll cancel these. We'll deconstruct this. And then we'll just put a ladder here. There we go. Alright, I'm a little bit concerned about Maxwell there. There, that's better. Alright, Ellie's actually feeling good enough to the point where she doesn't walk around holding her arm all the time. Although, Maxwell, you're at that point. So we'll assign you to the med bed. It's achievement unlocked. It's not raw. We cooked something. Hooray. Hooray for cooking things. Yeah, we really need to do more to improve transit times around here. Oh, and I never hooked up the plumbing to this sink, by the way. Alright, so output connects to that. That's easy. Input. We'll have to make another water bridge. So that would be... Wait. Intake there, output there. Okay, there we go. Liquid pipe. Okay, there we go. That'll be good. Okay, so we're researching this, apparently. Well, it looks like she was kind of rubbing on it. Did you just get infected by something while sitting in... You just got slime lung while sitting in medbay. Come to the medbay and get infected. We're gonna need decontamination. People aren't supposed to go to the medbay and get more sick. They're supposed to get less sick. That's, I think, when we made sick bay, I think you're taking this whole sick bay thing a little bit too literally. Like, it's not the place you go to get sick. Okay? Although I can see how that could be a misconception. This is not how sick bays work. Alright, yeah, I am gonna wrap things up here. Alright, so we'll save it here. So thank you for taking a trip to Ecuador with me, talking about listening to my trip to Ecuador, checking out the launch upgrade of Oxygen Not Included. We'll be doing more of this later on. But yeah, I think it's time for me to wrap things up. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And Yeah, I appreciate that you want me to stick around, Gronk. Yeah, it has been fun. Tomorrow, I will be doing a 10 o'clock stream where I will do my usual weekend thing, which will probably be more Risk of Rain 2. I'll have to talk to Amadeus and my brother, because my brother was on vacation a little bit longer than me, if he'll be joining me for that. But yeah, we'll probably be doing more Risk of Rain 2 tomorrow. Yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. Shoutouts to Gronk87, Malwinus, Sereno, Olfram from York, Maxwell all the way, the Kid King, Aaron Kessinger, Curats, Yoel Pedro, B. Vargas, Shadow Walker, Abu the Dodo, Steve H, Maya Winkler, and did I miss it? June Park was also here, right? Why am I missing the... I went through the... Yeah, and June Park, yeah. Shoutouts to all of you, and Killer Cow Hunter, as well as Bob and Yo Mom from Twitch. Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and do everything that helps me keep on keeping on. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you and the things you do, and my patrons and members. It is really... It's great to be back. And yeah, thank you all for joining me. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye, everybody! Good night!